Love is the most polluted word in English. In order to understand this, let's take a look at what is a master-slave relationship and how it plays around between two individuals. Role of a master is that master thinks that he or she has exclusive rights relating to body and behavior of the slave. Examples like clothing of a slave, what they should wear or not, controlling social relations outside of the current arrangement, training slave unconsciously to change slave's behavior in a way that pleases master. So characteristics of a master are like showing authority without responsibility, demanding, expectations, blame gaming or pointing fingers, belittling the slave, calling names, abusing slave physically or mentally. These are some of the characteristics of master. Whereas some of the characteristics of a slave are responsibility without authority, very submissive, and usually in a state of helpless affair. The question that comes to our mind is, does this behavior happen between lovers? Absolutely it does, right? Between any two involved in a loving relationship, like lovers or couples, or in a usual relationship like dad and a son or mom and a daughter, etc. Now, let's take a look at the language that's used between lovers in daily life. They think they are lovers, but the language, the behavior, the gestures that they use are usually fits into a master-slave relationship. For examples like, you should listen to me, you should do what I say, I don't like what you did, I hate you, you never change, I will never ever forgive you, shouting, using F word often. If you love me, say sorry. You are not spending time with me, so you don't love me, etc. etc. So the question that comes to our mind is this really love? Are we missing something here? And what is real love? So, real love doesn't demand others. Where there is demand, there is no love. Other person may do what you say because of your demanding nature, but there is no willingness at all, and which contributes to no love. Also, love doesn't expect anything from others. No expectations whatsoever. When somebody expects, you will invariably fail sooner or later. And this creates disappointment, anger, frustration, etc. And no love end of the day. When both demand and expectation are removed from our behavior, love miracle happens because the environment itself will become so cool and so nice to be around the other person. So love just gets generated. Also, love is created when there is giving and forgiving in the relationship. You tend to give yourself into the relationship willingly and do the best you can, knowing that there is no demand and expectation from other side. Also, forgiving is a great quality that one should possess to create love. Love happens when you resolve things before you go to bed, if there is a conflict. Lovers keep their negative mood because of conflict or disagreement by not talking through it and keep thinking and holding in their heart about it for days, months, and sometimes even years, which will eventually create hatred, grudge, revenge feelings towards the other person in their heart. And this particular person will suffer a lot because of these negative feelings. Whatever happened, whatever the disagreement or the conflict that happened, it only happened once. But we keep thinking about it a million times and suffer a million times. So, why go through all of this negative shit if you just forgive others easily and if you could for what they are, even though the mistake is on their side? Just forgive and move on, as simple as that. And heart generates love no matter what. Also, good lovers are not available ready made in the market. In order for you to be a good lover, or good husband, or good wife, one has to work on himself or herself first. In order for a husband to call his wife as a good wife, for example, husband has to work on himself first by removing all negativity and inducing positive thinking, as discussed earlier, and put that into practice in daily life. Living under the same roof in a long term relationship is itself challenging. Let's not make it more challenging by behaving like slaves. Let's be human. Let's love each other forever. Happy loving.